You're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Don channel. I am the Don Father. For everybody who's joining and does not know that, there you go. I have been doing this channel now for in AFL terms for just under a year, probably about 9 months, 10 months or so. So if you're wondering why the fuck I'm doing this, now you'll know. Hello, everyone that's joining. Don't forget to leave a comment so I know who I'm talking to. Right, Michael Jackson, how's it going, everyone? Dockers Rock, hey, how's it going, everyone? I've just fucking done. I've got 4 videos transferring from my camera here to my phone for editing. So loads of work getting done there. George Vlogs, hey, how's it going? Hello, everyone who's joining. Hello. 4 videos, 2 NHL, 2 AFL. So on the Dawn of World Sports, I've got 2 NHL. On the Dawn's channel, 2 AFL. And obviously this AFL edits 2K19. Hello, mate. How you going? And to other people whose names I cannot pronounce, how you going? Hope you're well. So we're nearly, the footy season's nearly started. Can't wait. Seen a lot of the highlights. Watched Free Fire. Don't know what that means. Hello, anyway. I watched the game that I watched live was Port and the Bulldogs. Port did well, actually. Congratulations to them. They came back. They showed great fighting spirit, actually. What I'm used to seeing from the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs took a convincing lead, and I thought in the fourth they would have enough to see it out. But the credit to Port, even with injuries, fought on and did well. I think Carlton got absolutely gubbed there, didn't they? They got smashed, so not a great pre-season for them. Gold Coast Suns, absolutely outstanding pre-season for them. They've got Port Adelaide. That should actually be quite a good game. I think that's a potential banana skin, being so early on in the footy season. There's definitely scope for upsets to happen. I don't expect Gold Coast Suns to do well this year, but I can see an improvement, which is great to see. Which is great to see. Just a comment come through there that I'm just removing. So thanks very much. Couple of messages there. Hey, mate, can't wait for the season to start. Holy moly, it's very, very close. It's almost upon us now. Did watch pre-season. I've been watching quite a bit of the pre-season games and highlights, so thanks for the question. The game I watched live at the weekend. The problem I'm getting with watching pre-season is I'm having to watch them through streams. They're not on the satellite stations here like the AFL League would be on. So the quality is not necessarily reliable. That's why I'm having to watch highlights and stuff. You're making your super coach team. Brilliant. You're in my league, Greg? Yes, I've got the super coach league going as well, which is fantastic. I think there's only 18 teams I can get in that, strangely. I've tried to make that more of a public league, but it's only letting me set it up as private. I've also got thumbs up the live stream. Thumbs up in videos. I've seen your Australian comedian. He's got a great YouTube channel, Isaac Butterfield has said, and he's actually spot on with this. All comments on videos, no matter what it is, get it in there, because it's actually the volume of comments and thumbs up actually helps YouTube think, oh, this guy's getting a lot of attention here, and then it promotes your video. I'm not getting great views on the videos because there's not a lot of traffic going on it, if you like, and that's what he's saying as well on his videos. Although he's a very, very established channel, all these little details within a video help push the particular video to a wider audience. So it's all to do with algorithms, and YouTube algorithms are really damaging to smaller channels like mine. So any help you can give, thumbs up. That's all that matters, really. Pre-season is a testing ground. Not too much to take from that. No, I would agree. It's about getting minutes in the players' legs now, getting them fresh, getting them some game time, getting them ready for the season. Defeats, not going to get hung up on them. Victories, you can't take too much from them. But certainly for the Gold Coast Suns, I would be encouraged, not necessarily by the fact that they're getting wins, but more to do with the fact that of the way they're playing. I was quite impressed in some of the way they've been playing. This is not what you've seen from them last year, so definite potential banana skin for Port Adelaide for the first game, certainly. Thanks, Mirror Girl, Diane. Like and comment. I know you do. Thanks very much. What's up, everyone that's joining? Thanks very much for joining. Who would you consider best up and coming for the Bombers player? I'm not too sure, but I certainly going to keep tabs on a couple of the Irish lads that you've signed. Also, Conor McKenna is now back with the team after his period of homesick. He got some leave to come home. So he's back, which is good to see. I think he's getting pushed half forward now. I could be wrong there, but he's going to be pushed further up the footy field, and I think he could show. You're welcome, mate. I'll always read comments, go into them. There's a lot of comments coming through, so I can't possibly read them all out, but I'll certainly get back to them, answer some questions. When it comes to Conor McKenna, if he pushes up the field, I'm excited about him because he's got pace to burn. When he puts the afterburners on, he can leave people behind. Of course, he's brave when he runs at players. That's from the sort of footballing background that he would have grew up with. That's why he's got that, not afraid to run at anyone. And that's really, really exciting. You see it with Indigenous players. You're seeing it with him. So I'm quite excited to see him, what he can do. And also some of the boys that are already there. I love Sad. Obviously, he's not a younger player, but a more senior player. He's a player that I really, really enjoy watching as well. So, yeah, thanks for the question. Yes, they beat them. And not only did they beat them, they absolutely stuffed them, from what I believe. I've not seen the highlights to that one yet. So really, really looking forward to seeing that. Saints look good as well in the March series. Did notice that. I'm quite excited about them. Whoa! Dan, thanks very much for the super chat. I've not done a live stream in a while, so boom, when that big yellow thing comes up. Also, I love to send some money. Love on live stream. Every dollar helps get the Dawn family to our shores. And you're right, every bit of money that comes from this channel is going into a savings account to bring us down under to do our AFL vlogging trip. I'm a massive bit away from my target of £10,000 sterling, so that's like roughly $20,000 for the whole trip. I'm planning on coming for 3 to 4 weeks down under. Hopefully next year I'm a good bit away from that, so I'm hoping 2020 will be a good season for me to get the money together for coming and doing my target of doing AFL vlogging trips for everyone. We're going to be recording our experiences down under at the games, talking to people, recording it all, putting it all into video form, and putting it up on the channel for everyone to see and enjoy. To see us and how we got on in our time down under. That is the plan for the channel. Hi, John. Look, I'm going well. Thanks very much. Dragon Searing More. Not too sure what that is. Yeah, thanks very much. Jackson will send the Bulldogs running back to Footscray. Nice comment, mate. You never know, it could happen. Certainly Collingwood's a team to be taken seriously. Everybody knows what they're all about. They've got some fantastic players. They're a well-oiled machine. I'm expecting them to finish 4th or 5th in the ladder this year. Not really that much of a change from last year. They'll be playing finals footy. There's no doubt about that. But I also think the Doggies will be playing finals footy. The game against Port was quite... To be fair, that game was probably as close as you're going to get in a pre-season to a competitive game. Both teams really went for it, played lovely stuff, big in tackles, and played it in the true spirit of Aussie rules, competitively as fuck, and I enjoyed it. So Doggies have got some minutes under their legs now. Some good players came in with Keith and Bruce, who I'm really excited to see playing in competitive footy, mixed with some cracking midfielders that they've already got there. Bonton Pelly, I'm expecting a big year from him, as of McRae. Looking forward to seeing Tim English. He could be a dark horse for a ruckman. Check him out. He could be a good ruckman this year. Potentially up there with Grundy. So really excited about that. May the best team win anyway. That's all we'll say. Yes, AFL Edits 2K19. Going to an actual game at the MCG, for example, is very different experience than watching it on TV. I couldn't agree with you more. As a soccer fan who's been to hundreds of games, it's very much of a different kettle of fish. The things that you see that you wouldn't see on the screen, like the way players are running off the screen, off the footy when they've not got the footy in their hand. I can imagine you're starting to see the good and the bad when you're at a game as well. Some things that you maybe don't see on the screen that you see at the game is exactly what I'm looking forward to. Tigers back-to-back, Ben Williams, I think so. It's definitely my prediction for 2020. I think it's going to be back-to-back for Tigers. I think they're too good. It's everybody else's job to catch them now. They've set the standard now. It's up to everybody to sort of find a game plan to counter the way they play the game. They've developed the game they brought the game into sort of into the 21st century of how to play it. Short, sharp handballing game, sexy footy. I don't think players are used to seeing, or supporters, everybody, the AFL community is used to seeing footy being played this way. So it's up to everybody else to work out a tactic to stop this team. And do you know what? They have to keep up the consistency as well. They have to play to that level, because if they let that slide, they will get hurt. There's teams there ready to pounce. You've seen the Giants put them to the sword in pre-season, although I'm sure when the Tigers have all their first team back, playing competitive footy, having a run of games, you'll start to see them steamrolling through teams. They're a different animal. Do you watch state league football? It's actually not available to me on satellite, but it's certainly something I'm keen to cover, Ben. Thanks very much for that question. Yes, they are. Obviously, I'm expecting the sort of stuff to be getting shouted out of people's voices to be very entertaining and something that I'll enjoy. That is one of the main reasons why I used to love going to games, was more for the atmosphere than the game. Because sometimes when you watch the same players, the same shit every week, you can't be bothered. All you can be bothered with is the singing and the fucking atmosphere and the drink and the banter that comes with footy day, game day, the whole game day experience, rather than just not necessarily the game itself. Gus does. Giants to win 2020. Look, you never know. They've progressively went up and up and up. Why not? Back yourself, believe in yourself. They've got some quality players in that footy club. They made grand final, albeit they got humiliated on the day. They have got the team to go out there and do it 100%. It's about backing yourself, backing your game plan, hopefully getting a bit of luck and not getting injuries and suspensions. I think Toby Green will be huge for them this year. You've seen him phenomenal at the weekend there, and he was good as well in the State of Origin game. He's a huge player. Cameron needs to be kicking something similar to what he was kicking last year. Some good youth players around them as well. Some strong physical players in the Giants team I'm looking forward to as well. They do have a strong list as well. Yep, that's correct. That's correct. AFL Edits 2019, 2K19. Yes, I do think they should play the game in other countries, although this is sort of something that a lot of people are kind of against. If you look at Australia as a whole, I put this question back to you. Do the AFL actually have the whole of Australia? Think of it that way. And my argument would be no. If you look at sort of New South Wales and Queensland rugby league territory, they haven't even broken that yet. So that is probably one of the reasons why a lot of people would be thinking, why should we be going to California? Why are we playing in China? Why would we be looking at Europe? But in my personal opinion, the game is doing really, really well in Australia. I looked at the Gold Coast Suns. The AFL owes the Gold Coast Suns more time and money to get them a bigger fan base there. You need to strengthen them. They've committed them now. They've committed this team. They need to strengthen them there. Queensland need a team. you need to be fighting Brisbane Lions, don't you? You can't just have one team there. It does make sense to have a team strong enough to not necessarily compete with them in terms of finals footy, but certainly strong enough that you can be proud of them and have more of a fan base going there. It's a longer project than just a couple of years. I think in the next 3 years, if Gold Coast are still sitting in 3 years' time, rock bottom, losing 19 games in a row, it's time to fucking completely scrap them. But right now, they do need to commit more time and money over the next 2 or 3 years for them. But in terms of your question, yes, it's something I'd love to see. It needs to be in a ground that can, an oval. It needs to be a cricket ground, doesn't it? So England's the obvious choice to me. England have probably just as many cricket grounds as most of the, like Australia, yourself, countries like that. But it needs to have an economy, a good, strong economy like in Europe. England makes perfect sense to me. Are they going to restyle a ground in America like some of the old race circuits that they've got there and get it on and get the footy in a ground like that? I'm not too sure what they're going to do there, but the rumour is it's going to be, is it the Giants in Essendon are looking to get a game on in California, which I promote. I think it's a great idea. I'd love to see the game of Aussie rules grow because I love it. You all love it. And we want to see other people are getting the same enjoyment out of it as us. Ben, nice comment there. I wasn't aware of that. There are more junior and senior Australian football clubs in Brisbane than rugby league. Interesting fact, mate. Thanks very much for that. I was not aware of that. But in terms of the professional sports teams, I think you're looking at that being a rugby league stronghold. That's what I was kind of getting at. But that is a good comment, and that is good to see that it's maybe being played by a bigger audience or a bigger at youth level. It's being played by more people, possibly. I don't know the facts than rugby league is, so that's good to see. Hopefully, that can continue to grow and develop that way. The Billy Boyer, the Suns will fold. I would be quite disappointed if they did. I think you look at the draft help that they're getting from the AFL right now and encourage them to get that help there. The problem being, if any of these young lads prove to be great players, they will be snapped up and they will move on to bigger clubs within the competition. There's no doubt about that. So it's about maintaining the players that they've got, keeping a hold of the players they've got, getting good senior players in as well to mix with the quality youth that they're bringing in the draft. But ultimately, it is about maintaining these players and making it a place that people want to go and play footy. Because right now, I don't see it being like that unless you throw money at people. But money isn't everything. If you're playing in front of a stadium with like a few thousand fans, it's not great, is it? When you could be playing in Melbourne or out in Western Australia there and you're getting huge numbers of fans going to the games. You know what I mean? So it needs to, as a longer term project than what we're currently looking at them doing, spending a whole lot of money, bringing in drafts. It's a longer term project. But my point being, if in 3 years they're still sitting rock bottom, losing 18, 19 games in a trot like they did in 2019, then that just is not good enough. It's a failed project. It's time to move on. Look at bringing a team into a footy heartland of Tasmania where they want it. They want a team. They deserve a team. They're footy mad. It's a religion down there. It's a way of life. They deserve their own team. Whether or not we're going to see a 19-team, 20-team AFL ladder, I don't know, but it would make perfect sense just to get rid of one and have another. I hope it doesn't go that way. I'd like to see a 20-team league eventually. John, look, leave the poor sons alone. Look, it's not for people that support them. I actually commend them because it mustn't be easy losing 19 games in a row and still going to the games. So a big shout out to you. You're true footy fans. If you can watch some of that shite that you had to watch in 2019 and still go to the games and still cheer your team on and still not get your song played over the fucking speakers at the end, Do you know what I mean? It's a credit to you. You deserve all the praise you get for watching the Gold Coast Suns last year. I hope they can do better. If they could even get a couple of places up the ladder this year, that is monumental progression. And it really isn't it? If you look at it from last year, 19 losses in the ladder in a row was nothing short of shocking. Laughing at your comment there, Dizzy. Look, it is what it is. You've got to take the good with the bad. I think when you watch a footy team or any sports team that is being absolutely humbled week in, week out, they have their years of anxiety and depression following their club. For them to get that little bit of joy is almost better and feels more amazing to that supporter than watching a team who's constantly getting success, because you actually take it for granted and you don't appreciate it the same way. So for that smaller club that's had their years of devastation, their years of anxiety, to taste that moment of success is so fucking sweet. 2016 Bulldogs, 100%. That must have been how that felt for those Footscray followers. Unbelievable. So I just hope that Gold Coast, for them, if they could get like 14th or 15th in the ladder in 2020, that feels like one of the fucking flag after last year. And absolutely brilliant achievement for them. And credit to the young lads, because they've done well pre-season. They're young lads that have came in. So I'm really looking forward to watching them. There could be some tips in there for the Don Fathers Rising Star Award at the end of the 2020 season. So look out for them. And I hope they can get more bums and seats in the ground. I hope more people start following them, because it's not nice to see a team being humiliated. It's not good for the ladder as a whole, having one team being humbled week in, week out. There's some teams in there, like the Crows, Melbourne, several teams in around that. St Kilda, Carlton, they've not done anything yet. We're predicting that they might climb, but they haven't done it yet. Sydney Swans are too far away. North Melbourne, you know, they're going to have a probably tight season this year as well. So don't get too critical of the Gold Coast Suns. Just keep your own house in order before you start pointing at other teams and laughing, because there's other teams there that are going to have a mighty fall this year, possibly. A good start is everything for these small clubs. A good start is the difference between finishing probably 17th and 18th, because you know by the time August comes and before final footy comes, that's when the big teams step up. That's when the good quality teams step up and start putting a run of form together. After the bye week, that's what we'll say, after the bye week. So early footy, early results, early good results are massive for these sort of, not smaller clubs, but maybe lesser quality footy clubs. I've already done my top 8 and my predictions, so check out that video for anybody who wants to see my predictions. The only prediction I never did was Rising Star, and that's because I've got to be honest with you, my knowledge on the Rising Star, some of these youth guys that have come through, is very, very limited, so it would not be fair for me to go, oh, he's going to be Rising Star. I'd just be going by headlines that I've maybe read. I want to watch a few weeks of these guys and say, look, he looks fucking sharp. He looks good. He's brave on the footy. He's not afraid to take on some responsibility. He's not afraid to try some stuff. That's what I'm looking for, and that's why I'm leaving that to maybe 4 or 5 weeks in. Week 4, maybe week 3, 4, I'll put in my Rising Star prediction. So stay tuned for that one. And I've got 4 videos uploading right now for anybody who's just joined. Quick mention again, Mirror Girl Diane, thank you very much for the donation on Super Chat. Super Chat is something that really, really does help the channel in terms of funds needed to help pay for our AFL vlogging trip that we're planning on doing in 2021. Right now, it's not looking good for 2021. It was probably going to be 2022. But 2021 is still my focal target, so I'm hoping for a big 2020. All funds through Super Chat, through video views, through Patreon, and our Get Us to Oz donations that we've got in the description section below are all going to funding this trip. It's going to be an expensive trip. I'm not a wealthy man, so all of my channel money going to that, and it comes through all of these things, is going to paying for that. And right now, it's not looking good for 2021. That's why I'm hoping for a huge 2020 to make 2021 a reality. Anyway, that aside, 4 videos coming, 2 Aussie Rules ones. I'm doing John Coleman. Who is John Coleman? Who is John Coleman? You've got a Coleman medal. He's the reason why you've got the Coleman medal, a goal-kicking legend from yesteryear. So I'm doing a little bit of rare footage on him. I'm not going to give too much away, but in terms of goal-kicking, it wasn't there. It really wasn't there in this video. But anyway, what the hell, I've reacted to it and I'm loading it. I'll give my review as always. I've got a little short video about a Facebook page that I've started that some of you are already in, so thanks very much for joining that. I want to point out this page is for everyone, not for me. I've called it the Don Father, but it's everybody who supports my channel. It's our page. Feel free to post anything and everything Aussie Rules related. It will be welcomed. Don't be a dick on it. Don't use it as a page to fucking give your PC stuff, that political stuff, if you know what I mean. I don't want that shite on there. Just banter, good slagging of other footy fans is welcomed. We want that. Rip the shit out of each other, but all in good fun. Don't get personal. Don't get political. Don't get fucking racial or any of that. Just all good, light-hearted fun. That's what we're promoting. So this video is coming for that. And I've got 2 NHL videos coming, which is ice hockey. Obviously, ice hockey. Why do I like the ice hockey? Everybody's like, but you're doing AFL as well. I absolutely love the ice hockey because, like the AFL, it's pure, it's hard hitting, it's 100% commitment. These guys are putting their fucking bodies on the line. As a Scotsman, the AFL Aussie Rules mentality is absolutely epitomises my mentality, as does the NHL. So that's running parallel with my stomach's rumbling. I've ate fuck all for my breakfast this morning. So if you heard that, that's what that is. It's running at the same time as my AFL. Don't worry, I'll still be 100% committed to giving you as much content, AFL content, as possible. I will be doing lots of stuff behind the scenes like 2019. I'm talking about upping the ante big time for the AFL, so that's perfect. But there is NHL stuff as well. So if you're interested in ice hockey, do check out some of those videos on the Dawn of World Sports channels. It will, that would be really appreciated, because you might actually like some of the hits on that. There is some like Aussie Rules fucking hits on it. Boom! Some of the stuff that's legal on that should not be legal, and that's why I fucking love it. Bring back the fucking biff. Bring back the biff. I made a thing, I'm not too sure if many of you are aware. It was just an idea for a t-shirt where it said, "A true man never pulls out." That was met with some criticism yesterday. So I'm thinking about changing that to "Bring back the biff," with the same image and with the slight tweak in the logos in it as well. The Dawn of World Sports logo. Bring back the biff t-shirts. If you're interested in purchasing, Bring back the biff t-shirt. I'm going to make the badge. I'm going to post the badge in the community section. I'm going to post it on my Facebook pages. I'm going to get it out there to a big an audience as possible. Let me know what you think of it. And if you're interested in buying merchandise with that on it, all that money's going to the fucking AFL vlogging trip as well. So thanks very much for any support financially that you could do with that. That would be great. But all of that money is going for the dream of bringing my family and the channel down under. Good day, everyone that's joining. It's just a short live stream. Thanks very much for everyone that's joining. Apologies if you're joining a little bit later and you've missed some stuff. User YouTube, be careful. NRL or NRL people might bring back the biff. Maybe. Well, do you know what? I'm open to criticism on that one. But the other one people weren't happy with when I says a true man never pulls out. Obviously, the subtle thing in that message in that was not to everybody's taste. So you can't please everyone. It was just a joke. Whoa, Billy Bolster, thanks very much, mate. Unbelievable. Go. And I love the sticker with the go. Go, fucking get in. Unbelievable gift, mate. Thank you so much. Really, really do appreciate it. I don't take any of these things for granted. It really does help. All of that's going into the savings pot for our vlogging trip. And vlog time, lovely message. Really does. Every time I see it, it's like, so appreciate that. $20, mate. Really, really good stuff. Thank you so much. Cardman, legend. He is a legend. Thank you so much. Who owns that image? I do not know who owns that image. If there's anybody that can look, if it's only just through, I can't get sued if it's just through my own little things. I'm not bringing it out onto a big that image out onto a email address. Well, Glenn, thanks very much for the donation. Another donation coming through. This is unbelievable. Glenn, mate, thanks very much, mate. You know how much I appreciate your support over the years as well. You might be familiar with this little dude as well. Fellow Bulldog. Glenn, thanks very much, mate. Really appreciate that. That's 3 donations. I didn't actually expect any donations today. I was just coming up just to general build up for the season. Really appreciate it. I've made a super coach team. Tough week with rookies. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Glenn, mate. Bring back the Biff. We've used... the way I see it is if I'm just selling it to a small group of people, should that be a problem? I don't know. I'm not too sure and familiar with copyright stuff in terms of imagery. I know that it's a big no-no, like, but if anybody's good at making images, like a big hit like that, I'll show you the images, and if anybody's good at drawing, they can draw me one up. I'll certainly cut you into any money for being able to do that. That would be great. That sort of idea, bring back the Biff. The saying, they don't own that saying as far as I'm concerned. Bring back the Biff is something that I know will never happen, but we all enjoy, and it's something that I've got really excited about is the big hits in the AFL. So that's why I know exactly, mate. I was kind of thinking that, Dizzy, mate, myself. I'm not going to be selling it to shops. It's just sort of smaller stuff. You see loads of people using AFL badges and stuff that I'm quite sure they're probably not allowed to do, but they do it anyway. They use their own club badges and they put it on T-shirts. I'm sure they've not asked for permission to do that, yet they're selling through Facebook. It's just for funding a trip. It's not for making much profit off in terms of creating a business, if you like. So that would make me think it's not really going to be that big a deal. I'm going to take the AFL badge out of it, though. That was a good bit of advice somebody gave me the other day. Take the AFL badge out of it and just have the Don's Channel logo on either side of the big tackle. But if anybody can draw an image of somebody getting hit hard, AFL Guernseys on, doesn't need to be an AFL footy team. It could just be Aussie rules kind of Guernseys on, and they're smashing each other. If anybody can draw that, and that would be unreal. But I can't do it. I'm absolutely freaking useless at stuff like that. I have got a good one. The image, I'll post it up anyway, let you know what I think. But bring back the Biff, and I'll edit it to bring back Barry Hall. There's one. Big bad Bazza. Fucking right. Bring up the Biff stuff just in case. I know, mate, you're right. You're right to do that. Any little bit of advice would be greatly appreciated, because I'm in uncharted fucking territory here. I really don't know what I'm at when I do this stuff, but I've got quite a few suppliers here when it comes to T-shirts, caps and all that. Really good value for money stuff and good quality stuff, but they don't stick the arm in and rip the piss out of you whenever you're getting it made. So hopefully that can reflect in any merchandise stuff. Heard a rumour that a Freo player has contracted the coronavirus. Whoa, all right, Dylan, mate, how you going? Do you know what I think about the coronavirus, actually? Everyone is going to get the coronavirus. Absolutely every one of us is going to get the coronavirus. It's not a big deal in terms of Like, people are running around playing football here and they've got the coronavirus and they didn't seem to be physically affected by it at all. The problem being the elderly and the sick are dying out of are dying with it, so it's quite serious for them. So you've got to be kind of thoughtful of them, the more vulnerable people. You've got to be more thoughtful of them. But I'd imagine near enough all of us are going to get the coronavirus. By the way it's grown, I think 16 million people are quarantined in Italy. I think they've had 338 deaths or something. It was posted yesterday in Italy, and I would imagine it wouldn't be the more younger middle-aged people are healthier and less at risk of maybe dying with it. But certainly for people who are ill and elderly, yeah, they're in a serious way with this. Do you have toilet paper in Scotland? I don't know. I've seen people going mad over toilet roll. Really need to get a grip. What the fuck are they doing? You're going to get it. If you think of all the surfaces you're going to touch, somebody's maybe got it and they don't know they've got it, and they've touched their nose or their mouth and then they've touched the surface, and you've came along at the back of them on a handrail, walking through the shops or somewhere, and you've touched that handle, then you've touched you're going to get it. It's just going to happen. One person turn into 10 people turn into 100 people. Do you know what I mean? But I think most of us should be pretty safe if we get it or not. It's for the people who we could pass it on to who are vulnerable. But honestly, see some of the videos we're watching of people fighting over bog roll. What the fuck are you at? Get a life. What the fuck's bog roll going to do to stop you getting the coronavirus? Anyway, I said to my wife, because she's a nurse, I says, does the coronavirus give you the shits or something? And she says, no. I goes, well, you want to see these fucking lunatics fucking fighting over toilet roll in the shopping centres, the supermarkets, and they're getting their groceries. They've not got fucking any food items. They're stocking up for some sort of fucking bog roll apocalypse or some shit. Absolutely mental. And it just shows you the mentality of human beings. Nobody's thinking of other people. All they're doing is thinking of themselves. The selfish side of people, the human greed. And the media have created something and they blew it out of all proportion, and the supermarkets are cashing in on it as well. So you couldn't help but think, are the media and the supermarkets working hand in hand to create panic in order to get people panic buying and just fucking emptying the shelves of everything they've got? It's an absolutely brilliant stunt if that's what they're at. Absolutely genius, marketing genius. But I wouldn't be getting too excited about the coronavirus. Donfather, Cardman, what is it? Cardman's another big footy channel. Good. Are they on YouTube, mate? I'll check them out. Mate. I don't know anything about them. The fucking problem I've got with toilet roll is not the lack of it, it's the fucking price it costs. It's one of the dearest things you can buy. And if you've got children, I've went into the toilet and they fucked a whole bog roll into the toilet and it's soaking wet. You can't use it again. And maybe done the toilet on top of it. So dickhead here has got to go in with his fucking hand and bring that shit roll out of the toilet so I don't block the toilet with somebody's fucking waste on top of it. You know what I mean? That's the problem I've got with bog roll. The price and the fact that kids just fucking wrap it all up and chuck handfuls in it and block the whole fucking toilet up. Arsehole here has to come in and empty it. That's the problem I've got with fucking bog roll. Well, her sisters, Diane, would have you believe it was Boss Baby. I'm sure they maybe don't chuck the whole toilet roll in, but they use a hell of a lot of it. When I was young, we had 5 kids in my house, and my dad used to say, do you know the price of fucking bog roll? Use 1 square at a time. 1 square at a time. Oh, I laughed my fucking head off at that. Brilliant. I'm going to call the stream to an end because I've got a couple of things that I've got to do before I go and collect Boss Baby from nursery school. So thanks very much, everyone. I had great banter there. I actually probably talked for longer than I thought I was going to do, nearly 40 minutes. There is going to be plenty more live streams coming up during the 2020 season. Really looking forward to it. The time is 11 a.m, mate. So just so you know. Oh, I'll tell you something. Survival mechanism. If you're not too easily turned, or if you're eating your dinner, don't listen to this. Or if you're too easily turned, one square better be fucking triple play. Put a hole in one square of toilet paper. Put your finger through that hole in the center of this one square of toilet paper, and then you wipe your bum with your finger and work your way around the toilet paper every single time. Once you've wiped your bum with your finger, wiping the dirt all the way around that one square. It's called it's not recycling, it's being very, very smart indeed, but very, very fucking disgusting at the same time, if you ask me. Brilliant. So that's how you make use. I know that you've got a shortage of bog roll because of those absolute lunatics down under. I've seen them fighting in the grocery shops. Everybody fighting over fucking Cushell and Andrex. Absolute lunatics, arseholes, if you ask me. Fucking arseholes, selfish bastards, only thinking of themselves. But if you have only got one toilet roll for a family of 5 left, remember that bit of advice. Put a hole through the centre of one square of toilet roll, wipe your backside with your finger, and wipe the dirt off all the way around the toilet paper, making maximum use of that one sheet. And remember, it's expensive anyway, so that's good advice for you anyway, regardless of coronavirus. So, thanks very much, everyone. I'm going to go. It's dinner time in Perth, mate. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry, Glenn. Appreciate you saying that. I hope I never put you off your tea. If you're easily turned, you're not put off your food. But thanks very much. Nasty. Nasty. Look, this is survival times we're living in. We're probably all going to get the coronavirus. I don't know why they're fighting over toilet roll anyway. I do not know what the toilet roll stopped. Toilet roll ain't stopping the coronavirus. So why is everybody stocking up on it? I do not know. It does not give you diarrhea at all, to my knowledge. In some cases, you don't even know you've got it. That's how really fucking little it's affecting some people. They've got the coronavirus and they do not even get any side effects whatsoever. So make from it what you want, but we'll probably all get it. I used to use, I remember, this is a really, really embarrassing story, and I probably shouldn't tell you it because you'll be like, seriously, did you just say that on a live stream? But what the hell, I'm going to fucking do it anyway. One morning, I was waiting to go into my work outside the gate. The gate's locked, couldn't get in. I don't have the key for the padlock, and I'm really starting to need a shit. It's coming on strong. I didn't have a car at the time, and I walked to my work. So it was going to take me long to walk back home in the morning. This is in the morning. And it's really coming on strong. And I was in fucking dire straits. What do I do here? Do I walk and possibly shit myself? Or do I just look around for a bush and take a shit outside? Because there's the boy who opens up the gate has fucking slept in. He slept in that one morning that I needed him to be on time. He has slept in. He's maybe had a fucking night, a heavy night of it the night before. He's slept in. He's already half an hour late. I'm standing at the gate like a fucking cunt. Desperate for a shit. Touching cloth. What am I going to do? No toilet roll. No toilet roll. But in my bag, they used to get, I had a bag with my lunch in it, but I also had a fucking load of old pay slips. You know, the printed out pay slips that you get? And I thought, right, this is fucking arse wiping material here. And if you actually looked inside it and you checked the wage that I was getting anyway, it was fucking arse wiping material. It wasn't very good. So it was only worth wiping your arse with because the money I was getting on the fucking pay slip was shit. Fuck you. So I had to go into a bush, do the toilet, and wipe my arse with fucking old pay slips. So if you're ever stuck for bog roll and you get paid a shite wage and you're not bothered about you're not bothered about the fucking pay slip or using it again, there you go. There you go. That's what you do. But I was, you know yourself, oh fuck, there's no toilet, what am I going to do? That is one of the worst situations in the modern world. What are you going to do? You can't get a toilet. And back in the day, they didn't give a shit. They just went, and they didn't give a shit. Boom, 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 pardon the pun. They did not care. They just pulled down their trousers and went back in the day. This is first world problems that we're suffering with now. We all need a toilet. We all need bog roll. We all need these luxuries. We all need fucking calming music on and our mobile phone out and reading through the AFL news, preferably from the Don Fathers AFL page, I may add, on the phone like that. All men sitting on the toilet on the phone. We all need these luxuries to go to the toilet. But that one time that you do not want your mate who opens up the fucking gate to be late is when you're really touching cloth and you really need a shit. You really, really need a shit. It's so emotional. You can't walk to your house because it's too far away. What are you meant to do? So if you're ever stuck in a situation and you've got a whole load of useless fucking pay slips that were shit anyway, they're only good for wiping your arse with. There you go. Survival. And walking makes it come on down there, and you're right. What are you meant to do? I was a catch-22. Do I walk and shit myself on the walk, or do I find a bush? It's not very pretty. It's not very pleasant. It's not very hygienic. But do you know what? It fucking hell, it felt good. Well, since I had that pay slip, that was way back in the day. I've had several pay rises, so it's a little bit better. Still not great. Everybody is in the same boat here when they go to their work. We all want to do less work, less hours with more pay. Am I right? Less hours, more pay. Everybody wants it. You're never going to be happy with your pay slip. So at the end of the day, it's only good for wiping your arse with. I don't know why I got down that AFL chat ends up talking about the toilet emergencies. Well, there you go. That was just a little story. It should have been an embarrassing story, but it's not. It somehow turned out to be quite a funny one. So thanks very much for seeing the funny side of it. It wasn't funny at the time, but it actually is pretty funny when I say it out loud. When you got to go, you got to go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I've got other stories like that I'm not going to share on this particular live stream because people might start unsubscribing. Do you know what I mean? Unsubscribing. Who the fuck is this guy? What is he talking about? I am not watching his stuff anymore. And as Glenn said, it's dinner time in Perth, Diggy. Fucking shut up. You're making me sick. There we go. And breathe. So that's all my videos downloaded from the camera and ready to go for upload. Stay tuned for them. They'll get uploaded very, very shortly. Oh, mate, I won't finish. You're going to donate. Thanks very much, mate. Jim the man. Jim, you are the man. Jim the man, 444. He's going to donate, so I won't go anywhere. I'll let you do that there. Really, really appreciated. I've still got time there before I've got to go and pick her up from nursery anyway. I've not had any breakfast yet either, so fucking starving. This story was worth the donation. Thanks very much, everyone. Maybe that's another way to get good donations for Down Under. Tell some embarrassing stories about troubled times I've found myself in. And do you know what? There's probably been plenty of them over the years. I've got some good stories, I'd imagine. It's coming up for 11:10 in the morning. So I know that when the clocks went back, did they go back in November? I can't remember. We ended up an hour apart, obviously, with northern and summer hemisphere, winter and obviously summertime. The difference became from 9 hours to 11 hours in some states of a difference between us. You should look up the poo jogger. We think people like that are heroes here. Oh, mate, I've got several stories like that, believe it or not. That's not the first time I've been caught in crisis mode. That was just the last one that I can remember. Brilliant. Put that camera off, save the battery. I'm going to be doing very, very soon this week, it's shite weather the day. Going to be doing another AFL footy kicking video, hopefully soon. I'm planning on getting up doing that there. I'm actually maybe going to buy myself one. AFL Europe are selling footies for about 80 or 90 pounds sterling, so it's roughly about the same price as a Preseason football there. If you calculate it out in Australian dollars, about $160, $170. So they're very dear, but I think it's worthwhile me buying one. I have got someone looking to send me a second-hand one. So if I do get the second-hand one, I can always put the one that I'm possibly going to buy on display and keep it fresh for the channel. Question then, Diane. I think we've all been caught in crisis mode at least once in our lives. I'm not going to ask you about your crisis mode, but is it true, the old rumours here, when police officers' hats, they used to have to offer it to women who were pregnant, who could, obviously their bladder's a little bit weaker, to pee in their hat? Is that true? Is that true down under? I've heard that a police officer has to offer a pregnant woman their hat to relieve themselves from the crisis that they're in their hat. It sounds bizarre. It sounds that bizarre it could possibly be true. Hi John, how's it going? Sammy, how you going? You're catching me at the very end of my live stream, so I'm very sorry for that. I hope you'll watch it back. There's been some funny moments in that. I'm not going to ruin it for you by telling you what they are. Toilet talk, and I think it all stems from a Freo player getting the coronavirus. Is that right? Dylan, did you start that, mate? Dylan started it, jumped in. I think a Freo player has the coronavirus, and from that moment on, it's just actually spiraled out of all control, and took his grew arms and legs and went mad. Carmen said, "Missed you, good stream." Bombers yet take 2 from 2. I don't know. Yeah, look, I mean, if you've got to go, you've got to go. As a pregnant woman, you need the toilet, you've got to go. So you can relate to that situation. But it sounds so ridiculous that it actually has to be true that a police officer can give you their hat so you can do the toilet in it if you're a pregnant woman. It's maybe not a true thing now, but maybe there was some truth in it years ago. I do not know. But I will have to go now anyway. I know someone was looking to make a donation. So if you haven't yet made that donation, or if you are making that donation and you still want to do it, I do in my other videos have a link to a Get Us to Oz fund. So if you click on one of my AFL videos, if you want to make that donation, mate, you can do it on that. It's called Get Us to Oz. It's a Just Giving page, and all that money is going to the same thing, mate. All that's going to the same thing. So I will have to go now before I pick up the child. So thanks very much to everybody who's joined. If you are doing it, stop what you're doing, mate. If you've already done it, then you've done it. I won't be able to thank you, but it will register through YouTube anyway, the donation. Thanks for doing it anyway, mate. Really appreciate it. And everybody else who donated. Really, really appreciate those donations. I love the chat. Really good fun. It's great to get footy chat with everyone. Hi to Indonesia from someone from Indonesia. There's a couple of people from Indonesia joined the stream. Thanks very much. I'll see you all soon, and goodbye. As I said, mate, check out Get Us to Oz fundraiser that we do, and it's in the description section on all our other videos. Thanks again, everyone. Check back the stream as well. If you haven't watched it, watch the stream back. You'll enjoy it, I hope. See you again. Goodbye.